OB and gender. Now I request Madam Dr. Shikha Tripathi to kindly share on capacity building of women leadership from cooperatives and collectives, NABARD's perspective. Dr. Shikha,
so,
please.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir, for inviting me to this very august forum. Respected Chief Guest, Secretary Corporation Government of India, guest of honors, and all very respectable luminaries across the sector, and all other guests. I'm really, really happy and privileged to be a part of it. I just shared the thought or the action or the work that NABARD has been doing to support women for really realizing what they actually are. So I would request the 2 slides to be kindly shown as I had requested earlier. I request Manish to help me out. While he's working on it, I would just talk that women are born leaders. We have a lot of name, to acknowledge, to talk about whenever we have daughters to inspire, or whenever even we have sons to inspire. Rani Lakshmi Bai, or Arunima Sinha of today, or Tulsi Gowda, who recently got an award as Padma Shri. We have a lot of women who have created history. Here we have a slide I'm sure that everybody can see. See, all these women have been the one who created history. We have Rani Lakshmibai on the top. Then we have Air Marshal Bandyopadhyay. We have Ankita Sharma, who's been IPS. We have Arunima Sinha. And at the end, we have Tulsi Gowda. So all these individual women have been, remembered always for creating history. But what I want to point out here is women are born leader. And I don't need to prove that, all of us know it. Women who create the world, who nurture the world, who create the world. Nature has acknowledged the capacity of a woman. So they are born leader. Next, please. Now here you see, we have talked about those individual women who have made the mark. And let's see this side of women together. Now, this is no more unfamiliar scene. You can see it everywhere. That's another, kind of song which nation sings in all its villages where women get together. So what I wish to say here is, from those history-making women, these women who are at households, they may be illiterate, they may be from rural area, they may be for years together have not known they are what metal they are. But today, they have been acknowledged as the one full of capacity. And it's not that somebody has brought out or somebody has created that capacity in them. No, they already had one in them. We can see this fantastic, photograph where M. Chinna Pillai, who was SHG Federation leader of Tamil Nadu, the then Prime Minister, great Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, has touched her feet for the social change she brought about by being an SHG woman. So that's what I wanted to point out. Women are born leader, be them to be the household person, or that rural illiterate woman, they're all born leader. We need to build the capacity, not that we need to create the capacity in them. We need to bring it out what they already have. They don't believe it because of the social taboo, because of the gender discrimination conditioning of minds, not only of theirs, but their other counterpart, which are men. So what we need to do is we need to ensure the disempowerment, and that is what is the most important thing, and that is what NABARD has been doing. NABARD has created enabling environment to decondition mind, to let her know of her power, which is unlimited, and that's the capacity that she has. So here my focus of the entire sharing of my thought is that we aren't creating the capacity, we're letting her know that she has this capacity to acknowledge and accept. So in this process, NABARD has done, with the support of other stakeholders, one history-making innovation, which is self-help group. which is almost now known by every woman across the country in different villages. So what is this SHG way? This is again a collective way where women get together. It's an informal system which gets connected conveniently with the convenience, mutual convenience of formal system, which is bank, and they are together. And now it's a modest beginning, which was done in 1992. But today, 13 crore households are covered under this SHG. That's not a small thing. Now, when I say women are born leader, when I say that we don't need to create capacity in them, they already have one. We need to acknowledge that, we need to bring it out, we need to let them know this. So this SHG movement has created a kind of empowerment, not only among women, but created a social empowerment, the society reforms, and that there are stories across the country. All of the dignitaries who are sitting here, who are joining me, they've been a part of that story, which is created in every nook and corner of the country. And the social reform where, I being in BIRD, I have been able to, I'm lucky enough to travel across the country and see those women talking about themselves as to how from, the mindset where they could never think that they'll ever be able to come out of the house to talk to strangers, are today leading a social reformation process, a social revolution in the villages, from, banning the dowry, that's evil, to, creating education, checking this educational institution, creating health system, facilitating a good, environment. And then not only that, default rate has been come down. So many things. So they're more business partners of bank, which were otherwise not even thought of. So this kind of trigger was where NABARD has been there. And there NABARD has done this pioneering work along with many other stakeholders who've been a part of this entire process. So this is one way when NABARD has been there with, empowering women or let them know what they have. And there's another way, which is JLG, which is Joint Liability Group. All of us are very familiar here. And today when I talk, probably I'll use a couple of sentences only, but it's a whole lot of reformation process. It is coming up, breaking the glass ceiling where the entire mindset has been changed. Women get together and they are having, livelihood. They're doing business together. They are able to get a collateral-free loan from bank. And then this JLG model is another innovative model which, meets the credit needs of those who are otherwise are not, they can't independently go to bank and get, loans and other banking facilities. So this is something very important. It is grassroots which need to be touched and need to be addressed. If we really want to let entire women know that what they are and let them contribute to the progress of the country. So this is where NABARD has been, working very closely with grassroots, including, enabling them to leave those brooms and sickles and get the tablets in their hand. So empowering them through eShakti. eShakti was another very innovative thing which NABARD had, thought of and launched. So there are a couple of initiatives, there are many other initiatives, but I would like to share a few things. So while women are together, while they get the voice to talk about themselves, while they understand the self-esteem is enhanced, they need to have money in their hand. So creating a sustainable livelihood is something very, very important. NABARD has been working hard with all commitment to provide such kind of forums, such kind of opportunities, and such kind of support and resources to them. So MEDP and LEDP are two very, very important schemes under which NABARD has been supporting women to come up with proper livelihood options. So in MEDP, while the training is given to, through SHGs or JLGs to think of a livelihood, and they get trained about livelihood or various income generating process. Well, similarly, livelihood entrepreneurship development program is something which is end-to-end giving solution to them. So it's almost like a hand-holding process. Many times, we can talk big and think the things would happen. It won't happen unless until we connect ourselves to the grassroots and understand where it pinches. So that's where NABARD has been, through its research and development wing, trying to understand the feelers and the feedback of the grassroots and trying to plug those gaps with the help of various policies. So these are the options which are, so MEDP was started in 2006, so where the training was given to women, and all of us are aware that many have been benefited through the training, but the training many times alone doesn't help. So LEDP was brought in, which gives them end-to-end solution. So that is something very, very critical and has given its own fruits, which were, which were more in the process investment and empowerment. There's one very unique initiative has been taken by NABARD through its LEDP. And this has been done by NAV Foundation, which is one of the subsidiaries of NABARD, which is called as My Pad, My Right. Now, this was launched by the Honorable Minister Smriti Irani, who he launched on 15th October 2020. This was international. It was Women Day for rural women. So that was done. And in this, this is again a very unique project under which the women are given those machines to create low-cost pads. And that not only that pad is given, but also the education related to hygiene, women hygiene has been also given. So this is a multi-pronged kind of strategy and it's working very, very well. So that is the project which is being launched in 35 districts of the country. So 28 machines so far has been installed, and out of 1.99 crores outlay, 1.54 crores have been invested already. So that is something very good. We have another initiative which is WSHG, of course, where NABARD has been joining with the Government of India's scheme of women SHG of left wing, which is extremist areas where these interventions create those development options for women to combat or fight. That's next slide. So this is something very important which NABARD has been doing. So while I'm saying NABARD has been doing, what I mean to say is that as a partner, along with other stakeholders, it's just working to let women know what they have. So there's nothing which is called as creating. There's one very important initiative which is very, very important for cooperatives and for the agriculture sector in the country, is FPOs of farmers, producers, organizations. So NAB Kisan, which is one of the subsidiaries of NABARD, has been able to launch about many FPOs, which are women FPOs, which have around 25,000 women. So the central sector scheme of Government of India, where 10,000 FPOs have to be formed and nurtured from 2021 onwards, 2020 and 21 onwards, where BIRD has been, acknowledged or treated as one of the agencies or nodal agencies for capacity building. There a lot of focus should be given or need to be given for creating women FPOs. There are a lot of potential and a lot of good stories, success stories across the country, which is being, seen by various people. So this is what is very important. There are many other initiatives which NABARD has taken, maybe the Tribal Development Fund or through Watershed Movement or many other movements, just trying to touch the grassroots to let the entire world know that this 50% of the population is a great contributor to the country's progress. So that's, I would like to close my sharing of my thought with other few things, that we need to work together to create a world which is free of stereotypes, bias, and discrimination. And this is a world which is diverse, where we celebrate the difference, where we don't, discriminate, and we value the difference. So together we can forge women's equality, and collectively we can. And that's what this today forum is all about, that the many initiatives that all other stakeholders are taking is all about, and we surely win. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts on how NABARD is working together. Thanks so much.